Is there anything I didn't talk about tonight you'd like for me to talk about?
Weed. Prime numbers.
Weed and prime numbers. Let's go, dude. Two of my favorite things, man. So, first of all, we're in Oklahoma. You guys have good weed here? I'm like, nobody would ever guess that. Honestly, you go to Texas, it's illegal, right? You go to Kansas, it's illegal in Kansas, right? Okay, whatever. Go to Kansas, it's illegal, but then you come to Oklahoma, you just get cooked, dude. It's Listen, I know a lot of people, that's haram, whatever. No, I've been smoking weed for as long as I can remember, which is not that long because it affects the memory, but I get a lot of people don't like it. But I never hear great reasons on why people don't smoke weed. It's like people can't take accountability for stuff. Like, how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me depressed? Like, that's not the weed, that's you. You know what I mean? Like, you were already depressed and the weed made you aware that you're depressed and you don't like being aware of things. Or how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me lazy? Because you smoked an indica and went to the gym, you moron. Indica couch, okay? Sativa is the one you smoke at your job, all right? They have a saying for that. Smoke sativa, you will achieve it. And they know hybrids are chill, Or, every time I smoke weed, it makes me stupid. Like, that's not the weed. Respectfully, it's not the weed, And you're not using it the right way. Like, try getting high and reading a book. Okay? Yeah, I know you're like, why would I waste a high on a book? Like, no, that'll be the hardest book you ever read, okay? If you can read a book high, you can climb Everest. I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things. Put your mind to it. But yeah, actually, I have an interesting backstory because I studied applied math in college. That's why I do stand-up. And I got a 4.20 GPA, actually, believe it or not. And 420, yeah, man, yeah. And believe it or not, I was like ahead of my class in college, and I was one of the only kids who smoked weed. I would like to argue that it helped me with geometry because there's a lot of spatial. And listen, I'll tell you a story. This was not even intentional, okay? In college, I had this professor, this Ukrainian professor. He was just so intense. Like, he would get pissed at us for like not learning. He's like, "You dumb Americans!" He would always say that. "You dumb Americans! You do not know. Back where I'm from, we do math. You die in the street." Like, whoa, it was like very real. And one day he came in and he wrote this crazy problem on the board. I was like, oh yeah, this is my chance to be Good Will Hunting, right? And he's like, if you solve this, you don't have to take the final. I had quit smoking weed. I had smoked weed previously and I had quit. I was like, I'm done smoking weed. I'm going the sober route. I'm do it the normal way, whatever. And I was like, I'm done with weed, no weed. And that happened. I quit like 2 weeks prior to this. And then I look at that problem and I'm like, oh, this is like very stressful, whatever. And I go to the library and I'm like trying to dig into this problem. It's like this crazy thing with like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? Just like a crazy problem. And then I'm like, I give up. I just gave up. I went home defeated and I was like so tired and hungry from the day. And I saw that my roommate had made brownies. And so I was like, okay, cool, I'll have a brownie. And there was enough so I could take some and he wouldn't notice. So I took 5. And after about 10 minutes, I was like, oh, because my roommate came home and he had bloodshot eyes. He's like, do you have brownies? I was like, oh, Because for him, I was like, why am I having so much fun? You know what I mean? I don't remember the rest of the night. Like, I have visions of like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? But I kid you not, I somehow woke up the next morning with a finished paper. Because that math to me was just like so natural. So I don't know what I did, but I turned it in the next morning. I brought it to the professor, and he was like looking at it, and he'd always go over people's answers in front of everybody, so it was like public shame. So he was like, okay, Chelsea, wrong. Thomas, wrong. And then he was like, Sammy. Holy shit. He got it right. And then all the kids were like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't recommend weed for everybody. It's just not for everybody, but somehow it worked for me. But I love prime numbers.
Your THC level needs to be a prime number.
It needs my THC. I only do THC in primes. Yeah. Whenever I pick up a weed and like the CBD level is like, 2.6. I'm like, no. I'm actually that's actually my next goal is prime numbers are, you guys know what prime numbers are? They're numbers not divisible by anything else except themselves in one, right? And there's this giant problem in mathematics they're trying to solve is like, how can you determine when the next prime number comes? Because there's no actual predictive model for it, but there's a theory that there is such a function that determines it. It's called the zeta function. And there's like mathematicians are out there just like scrambling to do it. Now, if your Oklahoma weed is good enough, I might be able to solve it here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. To go along your list of many historical achievements, let's not mention them. But what else? Women? I said, give me something that I know a lot about.
Cats.
Women and cats. And what? Women, cats, and organic. This is actually, I think this is, no, it's not. Organic is a pronunciation that I decided because I like to eat organic, but I don't like telling people that because when you tell people you eat organic, they think that you think you're better than them, which I do, but I don't want people to think that. I think that. So I smoothed it out. I give it like an ethnic pronunciation. I say organic. It just smooths it out, and it's a lot more fun, you know. Try it. Like go into a grocery store, like be like, "Are these avocados organic?" They'll be like, "I think you mean organic." You say, "No, organic." They're like, "Okay, whatever." Customer's always right. You could even go further. So they have no cholesterol. You know, like just make up your own words. And I released a whole special called Organic, so you can actually find it on YouTube. It's there for free. Now let's talk about women. Women. What about them?
They're like cats.
The women like cats?
They are like
cats. I've heard both theories. Women are like cats, men are like dogs, and then vice versa. Men are like cats, women are like dogs. I think we're all like mouses, to be honest. Like, we're just like scared little creatures. But yeah, you know, women are cool. Women are cool. I know a few. I used to be inside of one like the whole time. I was like, not like that, you f***ing assholes, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you mean I was, part of me was inside of a woman, like, for a long time, like, for 9 months. Like, when I came out, like, I was 100%, I had lived my life inside of a woman for 100% of the time. I was a f***ing expert on women. For 9 months, basically was a woman. I basically was a woman. Yeah. Y'all can claim, like, don't claim our identity. Like, no, motherfucker, I was in a woman's body for 9 months. I was a f***ing woman, dude. And there was a point where I was just, the chromosome, what is it, like the first, is it a couple weeks, we're all women or something like that. And then if a male starts to develop male parts. So like for sure in those first whatever weeks, I was like full-blown woman, okay? So as a woman, why are these ladies so crazy? Come on! And I love cats too. I love cats. I was never inside of one though. I was never inside of a cat. No. Cat people make some noise. Dog people make some noise. We see who's winning. Cat people, if there's a fight, we're f***ed. Yeah, we could use our paws. What do we got? Dog people are aggressive. Dog people are fearless too because you have backup, your dog. Who do we got? Someone who just gives a fuck when we feed them and that's it? If there's a war going on, y'all can bring your dogs. We cannot bring our pet. We will lose the battle. What else?
Kanye and Taylor.
There's a lot of things. Wait, what was the back one of them?
Comedy skills you learned as a teacher.
Oh, comedy skills. I like that. And then what was over here?
I said Kanye and Taylor.
Kanye and Taylor. Oh, that old story. And then so there was something over here. Assad. Okay, great. What a combination. Well, as a teacher, I learned to deal with difficult subjects. So hopefully, I should be able to take this on. trying to think of like, Assad's just like Kanye. You want, someone. You still listen to his stuff sometimes, but shut up. No, how do you not know I have Assad's first mixtape, dude? You know, don't hate on Assad. Don't be an Assad basher. I don't like Assad. He's done. He's cooked. Carne asada, brother. He's done. Fucking done. He's done. He fled to Russia. That's how bad it is, dude. When your last safe space is Russia, that's how you know you've burnt some bridges. But I'll tell you who's not done. Taylor Swift and Kanye West. They're still out there. I'm not a Swiftie. I mean, I never was a Swiftie anyways, but I don't like that she didn't use her platform for Gaza. Like, I feel like she could have done like just even like the most basic, like Weeknd donated money, like SZA gave shout outs at her concert, like just the most basic and we will appreciate it, but she didn't even do that. And, Kanye West, I'm glad that he stayed silent because I don't think that would have done it. So it's like, we need some people to talk and we need some people to not talk. But yeah, I remember the time that Kanye West grabbed, he grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
What year was that? 2009. It seems like it was, yes, we're old, huh? We're some old out here. That's crazy, yeah. And that was his second mic grab, too. That guy was just grabbing. He grabbed the mic from Mike Myers to say George Bush doesn't care about black people. And then that one went well, and he's like, I'm going to do it again. And then he grabbed it. And now people, like, whenever they're around Kanye, they just hold the mic like this. They're just like, if I ever did a show and he's nearby, I'd just be like... What else? Anything else?
Do you know about the Tulsa Kaiser situation?
Tulsa Kaiser.
So we have a billionaire who funds a lot of what goes on in Tulsa as far as our recreational activities, but also helping to develop kind of like where a Sims came.
Okay.
And what's really interesting about it, because I come from the native perspective of
Yeah.
it, is that he has a program called Tulsa Remote where they pay for people to come in from all over the country and they give them $10,000 towards...
Wait a second. You're saying he's flying people into Tulsa for $10,000? Did you know about what?
Nobody has realized it's a settlement program. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know. I guess I worked out a different deal with the club, but.
Daddy Kaiser!
What's his name?
Daddy Kaiser.
George Kaiser.
Daddy Kaiser. Ooh, Daddy. Do you like him?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I'm native.
But you called him Daddy. Oh, you're native. Okay. So he's a billionaire. He's developing, playing us like we're the Sims game. You see, he's flying people out for $10,000.
No, they're not flying people out. They're having them
Oh, they don't pay for the flight.
to a program where they can relocate here and
Oh, so you can live here. You can live here, and you can. Oh, you didn't tell me you got to live here. No, I'm good. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it would take a lot more. But that's cool. And then so he's really the kind of built.
Served in the IDF.
Yeah.
His son served in the IDF.
So we're essentially being settled as Tulsa citizens
Oh,
because
you're-
a lot of our property value has gone up as a result
Oh,
of people moving in from California and other...
Well, don't on California. I mean, that's not that bad of a state. But he's basically, I'm guessing he's like looking for people in like certain professions to kind of like at entrepreneurs and to make you guys like the next Silicon Valley.
Fancy folks.
The fancy folk. Globalists. We don't like them. I get that. That's f***ed up. He's settling the land of Tulsa.
Don't settle for less.
Don't settle for less. Is that the motto of the Tulsa? It's, don't settle. Don't settle for more. That's the city motto. Don't settle for more, Tulsa. Don't settle for more settlers. Don't settle for more settlers. So Daddy Kaiser, okay, he is I'm assuming the richest person in Tulsa. Does he live in Tulsa? Lives in Tulsa.
to supporting the apartheid regime as well.
Oh, okay. So there's two sides of the same apartheid. So another billionaire?
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, you know, you would think there's not a lot of billionaires in this world, so like, you guys shouldn't even have one. Yeah. No offense. No offense, but it's like, you know, how many billionaires are that you've already mentioned? Two in Tulsa. Like, that's a lot. And there's more too. Oil? Well, you guys got oil.
Yeah, have you not heard about those?
Oh, you got that oil. Well, let me call up my friends in ISIS. Let's stage a little coup. Tulsa, maybe I will move here for that. Don't take that. Take that 10,000, invest in the oil market. Make a little something.
Gotta marry
But
native.
I just got to marry native. Oh, if I marry native, I'm what?
You have to get the head rights.
She's gonna hook you up.
Oh, if I marry.
That's a whole movie.
Hold on. If I. Oh, there's a movie. Oh shit, I didn't watch. What's the movie?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Taylors of the Flower Moon. Oh, Taylor Swift. Taylors of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Killers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in it? Why did I miss that one? You sure it wasn't called Titanic? You sure it wasn't The Revenant? So Leo was in a movie where he married a native?
A native woman, yes.
And then he got what?
He poisoned the entire family
He
to get
poisoned.
the head rights.
Oh, to get the head rights. He poisoned the family. Oh, based on a real story, based on a true story. God, Leo, yeah, see, Leo always has to play like the worst people. A brave actor that he is. In that movie, he married a girl, right? She was over 25 or
Don't ask, don't tell. Don't wait there.
cool. Well, I'll look into it. All right, let's take one last suggestion.
Tulsa got our first black mayor last Monday.
Tulsa got its first black mayor last Monday. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Wow. Took you that long, huh? Wow. Jeez. You have the first black stock market, or the only black stock, the only Black Wall Street, the only Black Wall Street, and then 100 years later, you get a black mayor. Wow, thanks, Leo DiCaprio. Well, how's the mayor? Do you like them? Okay, yeah, good. How's their relationship with the billionaire families? Could be a little better. Oh, it's tumultuous. They're
They're a better relationship with the tribes.
better relationship with the tribes than with the billionaires. Let's f***ing go, dude. Look at you. Look at you, Tulsa. Look at you going on principle over money. I like it. Did she move out here too? Got 10,000 too, or what? The mayor? Did they move out here? Did they get 10,000?
He's local.
He's local.
No, he's from Houston.
He's from Houston, so he got $10,000. But he went from oil to oil. You know what I mean? From oil to oil. Okay. Well, yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. What's that? You're welcome. I'm gonna wish you guys all the luck. All the luck in the world. You need luck in Tulsa. You need luck in Tulsa, because don't you guys have like tornadoes? You need luck in Tulsa. You know? Don't settle for more. What's that?
Block in Chicago is probably more deadly, right?
The what in Chicago?
Block in Chicago. Chicago's more deadly than Tulsa, right?
Oh, like in terms of like gun violence?
Holocaust.
Tornado violence.
Oh, tornado violence. Chicago has worse tornadoes. So you guys, tornado violence is the thing. I like it. Tornado violence has gone down 30%. Tornado homicides. One of my friends took his life by tornado. Actually, it's very sad. It's very sad. Plot twister. All right.
I was making a salad, and I like my salad to be really colorful. I was chopping up a beet to put in my salad, and the vegetable, not like salad, you know what I mean? I was chopping up a beet, and I was like, let's try something different today. Instead of chopping it up, I'm gonna take a bite out of this beet like a man. I'm gonna be a man for once, you know? So I'm like eyeing the beet. I'm like, this is pretty tough, man. I do it. I go and I boom, chomp out. I look in the mirror and I got like blood dripping from my face, you know? I felt like a man. I was like, I just hunted a wild beet right there. Man versus beet. Man won. Took another bite. I feel like a man. Yeah. Took another bite. Started choking instantly on the third bite. I don't know what happened. It felt like someone poured acid down my throat. I don't know. I got really dizzy. I got weak in the knees. I kind of fell over. And I reached for my laptop and I Googled, hey, what happens eat beet too fast, right? Turns out if you eat a raw beet too fast, it releases this acid that can actually paralyze and kill you. Yeah, this is the story I'll ever tell in my life. I was attacked by a bee. I have a friend who once wrestled a bear for 3 minutes. What's my story? Oh, you ever mess with the wrong vegetable, dude? Those beets don't mess around, man.
Your parents still technically aren't in love with the fact that you do stand up.
Actually, my mom was just here this last weekend. She's like, I always supported her. And then my boyfriend looked at me and I was like, don't engage. I was like, just don't. Just let it go. Literally live that lie. I was like, what?
Welcome to So Happy Hour. And now, your host, Semi Obey.
Thank you so much. So Happy Hour, dim lit edition. This is sponsored by Crystal Salt Lamps, everybody. Get yourself a salt lamp, dude. Who needs a light? Get this, I'm telling you, all right? Virtual comedy is on its way out. Get you one of these now. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. What a week, right? Bill and Melinda Gates have filed for divorce. Yeah, but you know, as they say, when one Windows closes, your computer crashes. That's what usually happens. The PBS Kids channel is introducing a Mr. Rogers spin-off called Donkey Hody. Yeah, about donkeys. And that's awesome. It mixes two of my favorite things, Mr. Rogers and donkey shows. Speaking of big shows, Andrew Cuomo says that Broadway shows will reopen at full capacity September 14th in New York City. Yeah, finally some rent relief, huh? This week was pretty cool. Vladimir Putin played hockey. Did you hear about that? Yeah, he played hockey in an amateur league and scored 80 goals, and there were no survivors. A documentary came out recently that revealed Hitler had a porn addiction, though obviously none of it interracial. Tell you what, he was missing out. He was for sure missing out. This week, obviously, not a great week. Israel and Palestine in conflict again. Joe Biden, who initially said that the U.S. will do nothing, has now declared that we will continue to do nothing. He called it a 2-0 solution. Biden has approved the first U.S. offshore wind farm. Yeah. Thereby securing his lead against former President Clinton in creating blowjobs. Okay. Good news today, the masks can come off if you're fully vaccinated. CDC said that people no longer need to wear masks if they're fully vaccinated, except if your local or state laws say otherwise, which all of them do except Florida, so nothing's changed.
Exactly.
Ellen DeGeneres has decided to end her show after 18 years, saying that the show is no longer a challenge now that her staff has no remaining spirit to break.
Yeah.
This was one I didn't hear about until today. The police in Tennessee had to chase down a zebra after it escaped from a nearby livestock auction. Yeah. Given the zebra's complexion, the cops weren't sure whether to shoot it or buy it Burger King.
Oh, God.
That was the correct response. But we are actually going through a national crisis right now that's not being covered in the mainstream media. So we haven't had this record in 4 decades of the lowest number of babies born in the United States. Yes. And all of the babies were recently found storming the Capitol in January. But here to talk about this national crisis, we are welcoming back some of our favorite guests here on the show. Please help me welcome back Johnson & Johnson.
Well, I'm glad that you brought back the experts. Thanks, Sammy.
Yeah, experts, if that's what you want to say. I believe last time you were on the program, you were on record said that we're not some freaking vagina-cologists.
Yeah, because we're too busy having sex with them.
Let me vag-splain something to you, Sammy. I know that you have a lot of questions about sex during this pandemic.
Okay.
Like, can you have sex 6 feet apart?
Mm-hmm. I know I can. I think the big question is that everyone has on their mind here is that can COVID-19 be found in my semen?
That's not, I don't think anybody was actually asking that.
Almost certainly not. But can condoms carry COVID? Maybe.
I don't see how that would be a thing.
Show me the studies that say it can't, Sammy.
There's no data on anything measuring if condoms have COVID. So
exactly. Okay. So it sounds like the safest way to touch someone right now is with your Johnson & Johnson.
Oh no.
No. I think people should still wear condoms, right?
Well, Sammy, I thought you wanted to solve this no babies problem.
Do you even care about the economy, Sammy? We need babies for the workforce right now.
Yeah, and that means we could sell more baby shampoo.
Sure, our profits are down after all those people started to believe our vaccines make people infertile.
Yeah, and that's just silly. That's why we put a little Viagra in there. Sure, Pfizer's FDA approved, but does it make you horny, baby?
Is this serious advice? I mean, I don't think we should be encouraging people to have unprotected sex just to get the kid.
That's unfair, Sammy. We care about the people and their money and the wonderful country and its money.
Exactly, Johnson. After our last conversation, we did some investigating, and women have been disproportionately affected by COVID-19.
Okay, yeah, no, I have heard that stat. It looks like you did learn something.
The women's workforce has dropped at its lowest point since 1988. And we have a solution for that because we value women and what they contribute to the American family.
Women can get to work by being homemakers.
Yeah.
That's not a job.
Yeah, Sammy, they can work remotely and make more babies. Come on.
And they have more time to purchase wonderful Johnson & Johnson products.
See, everybody wins.
No, I don't. I think you're actually setting back our nation's progress by about 50 years with that one.
You mean when America was the big top making the world's its little bottom?
We can do it, Sandy. We can do it.
It's a very ironic use of that. Everybody give it up for Johnson & Johnson! Thank you, Big Johnson. Thank you, Little Johnson. We'll see you next week. All right, let's keep moving this program forward. We have an amazing guest for you today. He is a prolific comedian and writer and actress. Everybody welcome Subha Agarwal.
Hey, I don't know why I clapped for myself. I'm having a stroke. Hi, Sam.
No, you're good. Whenever the attendance is less than 25, I tell people you need to clap for yourselves. I'm sorry, but thanks so much for joining. Your lighting looks great.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thank you. Ring light.
There you go. I would do that, but then my thing would probably fall over, and then I would have to use. So I can't help but notice you got some Post-it notes going on there. Can we just maybe pry into your personal space a little bit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all goals, none of which are going to come true. It's a lot of goals. I was writing a movie that's on pause. I wanted to make more merch because the first merch I made was really bad. Everyone's like, we like you, but burn those stickers. What the f*** are you doing? touring, other tour ideas, some short I was trying to make, restructuring my hour. Oh, and then here's not a goal. It just says this too shall pass.
Oh my gosh. It's in the corner,
Just
too.
like a message for the times where it's like nothing's going to plan, but at least it'll change. You know?
That's a good way to look at goals, you know? Like they either get
Yeah.
accomplished or they just pass, right?
I mean, how disturbing would it be if I showed you this bulletin board and it was just all motivational post-it notes? How much worse would it be where it's like the sun comes out tomorrow? We'd be like, we have to find her.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad. And they're color coded too. It doesn't look like they are related by color coding, but I like that there are. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. I know it's, I would say, you know, like we asked to be in your personal space, but you did show us it before we asked. So thank you so much for joining. Are you in LA?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
That's the
It's
right.
alright.
That's the right. Yeah. I'm in LA for sure. What part of town are you in, by the way?
I'm at Cypress Park, which is like nobody knows what that is, but it's really close to Dodger Stadium. But I am going to be in New York in June, so I'm very excited for that.
Oh, cool. So, and you do that a lot, right? Because I know you kind of like you'll go to like a city and you'll hang out there for a while. Is that something you normally do in your career?
Well, it depends on what's going on. Like, I mean, New York spoils you with like club spots, especially if you've been there as long as I've been there. So whenever I have just had time to like work on material and I wasn't like in a writer's room, I would just pop over to New York. And like during the pandemic, LA has been like, I mean, LA's always atrocious with stage time. Like it's also been really bad, even with like socially distanced outdoor shows. There's just more of them in like San Francisco and San Diego. So
Right.
yeah, I was just and because of the pandemic, I do have a writing gig, but it's mostly remote. So it's like, yeah, I'll just go up to San Francisco or San Diego and like do some shows in a parking lot and then
That's actually where I saw you last, was in a parking lot. That's crazy. Is it, you know, if somebody asked us what we were going to do when we were kids, like one day I will be at parking lots throughout the week.
Dude, if I could find 17-year-old me, that's when I started comedy. I'd be like, listen to your parents. Become a doctor.
I'm glad you said listener, because that was about to sound really creepy. If I could find 17-year-old me, like, don't say it, don't do that. So that, yeah. So what did you want to be when you were a kid? Did you know you were, you know, funny and wanted to be an entertainer?
No, I was never funny. I mean that like dead serious. When I was a kid, I was not funny. I'll explain that. But like when I was really little, I wanted to be Mia Hamm. I don't know if anyone remembers that soccer player from like the 90s, but oh, I f***ing loved her. And I loved her in those Gatorade commercials with Michael Jordan. I was like, yeah, we could do anything boys could do. Like oh, and then genetics kicked in. It was like, nope. Sorry, you're not making the soccer team. I was like, God damn it. I'm like, I had a whole real life training montage and everything. It didn't happen. So that was the first goal. And then the second thing is I actually did like physics and bioengineering, but like I think I was too messed up socially to pick a stable career. And like in high school, that's when I discovered stand-up comedy. Every Indian kid was obsessed with this guy named Russell Peters. So I was like, oh, shit, if I could be like Russell, I'll have Indian friends. All the Indians hated me. I was like, so I didn't know shit about our culture, which, by the way, I feel so betrayed about that because all the Indian kids went to temple and they all got schooled. Meanwhile, I used to love going to temple, but everyone made fun of me for being a nerd. And I was like, oh, this isn't cool. So I stopped going, also because soccer practice was the same time as temple. So I stopped going. And then I met these motherfuckers again in high school and they're like, you don't know our culture? I was like, what? I was supposed to do, you told me not to do that. I was so mad. It's like being peer pressured to smoke cigarettes and then 5 years later everyone being like, ew, your breath smells. It's like, what the did you expect?
Yeah, that's like super high expectations coming from kids, you know.
I know. Oh my God, they were the worst. They're like, you don't know what state the Taj Mahal is in? I was like, I don't know what state I'm in. This is public school.
So you grew up in Chicago, right?
Yeah, suburbs.
So there were Indian people in your community, but you didn't feel like you fit in, identified. I mean, you went to Temple.
Well, the first neighborhood we were in was like very white. And then we moved to a bigger neighborhood so we could go to the better high school, and that had like a good amount of Indian people in it. It's like, yeah, the suburbs have like Indians, but like we're in pockets. Like you have to seek it out, you know?
Yeah. That's crazy. I've never asked anybody like, what was your, like, why did you start comedy? And you're like, to win the approval of other Indian people in my community.
I really did, just not my parents.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. You know, every brown person, every brown comic, you have to ask, how do your parents feel about what you do?
Dude, like I'm so jealous when they're supportive. There's a comic named Casey Aurora. I'm sure you know Casey in New York. And his mom like comes to his shows and like is supportive and like laughs. And I'm like, you son of a.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
I will say my parents do support too, but they're not here. So how supportive are they? You know? Yeah, but no, I feel for you. I feel for you. So your parents still technically aren't in love with the fact that you do stand up.
No, now they're fine. My mom was just here this last weekend, and like, oh my God, this lady. I've heard multiple moms do this where they just like deny your childhood. It's like we just lived two different experiences. She was literally like, my boyfriend was cooking and she was standing across from him, and she's like, I always supported her. And then my boyfriend looked at me and I was like, don't engage. I was like, just don't, just let it go. Literally live that lie. I was like, what? I was like, lady, you called me crying like every day trying to get me to stop doing comedy and like go to grad school. I'm like, you're out of your mind. Technically, yes, she did give me her car in college so I could drive to gigs, but that was because I was what's it called? Where you take rides with strangers. Why am I forgetting this word? Hitchhiking. Thank you. There we go.
I thought you were going to say because I was legally blind, no license. I was like, okay.
No, I was like, I would like kind of know people at bars, and they'll be like, yeah, we'll give you a ride back to campus. And my mom was like, you're gonna get murdered. Are you out of your mind? And so she let me take her Toyota to college the next year. So technically she supported me in that she didn't want me to get axe murdered, which yeah, she was right. To this day, I'm shocked I didn't die in college. Like it was insane.
Wow, that's
just
great.
running around Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I've never heard a story of somebody hitchhiking to their first gigs.
I wasn't like standing on the side of the road, but it's like I would go with like, you know, people I kind of knew, you know?
Sure. Would you do like Craigslist ride shares?
Yeah, before Uber, these spoiled Uber kids.
Survey. I wanted to get the Jack Burgers.
Yeah, get the Jack Burgers. Sorry, Sopha, can you hold on a second? The Jack Burgers, I highly recommend them, but make sure you fill out the survey first, like you said. So I'm sorry about that.
What survey gives you free Jack Burgers? That's a good survey.
Put the survey in the chat.
Right? Yeah. Normally it's a chance to win 2,000 Kohl's bucks at a Kohl's location that closed 5 years ago. To get actual food for a survey? Holy shit.
So you know, I know you're saying you're like, it took a while for your mom to like approve your career, but you know, I look at your career, you're someone who has it made, in my opinion. You have a job, you've had steady writing work for many years. You've been a writer on shows for like what, the past like 5-6 years straight, or like how many?
Yeah, more than that almost. Probably somewhere around 8, if not more.
Amazing. That's awesome. So you obviously figured it out. You obviously figured it out quickly, because a lot of comics, they kind of struggle with like how to get a job, you know. But you must figure it out. Put together a writing packet, put your stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I had it figured out. I think like people kind of start with a natural inclination towards one thing or another, because it's really hard to make money purely doing stand-up. Right. So like some people are like better performers, or some people are better writers, and I was a stronger writer, and like my performing is caught up now. So naturally my manager was like, oh, why don't you write a lot of jokes, you should be submitting to late night shows. And then I started taking classes at UCB and like investing in that side of myself. And then through doing Packet, I eventually got jobs. So it kind of happened organically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's definitely makes sense. And you've done Comedy Knockout, True TV, Jim Jeffries show. Like, what was your favorite writing gig that you've done so far?
Honestly, I think, and this was very random, but I think it was.
All of the showrunners are
Most-
watching this, by the way.
I honestly think it was a pilot I did that was the most fun because it was just like sketch comedy. And this was 50 Cent actually had a sketch comedy show. And we did the pilot at A&E before BET picked it up for a run. But like just working on the pilot with really funny comedians and writing fun sketches was like awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know? Yeah, and there was like not a lot of pressure or like notes or whatever that I had to deal with, at least on my level. So, and like everyone was comedians that I knew, so it was really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. And you also have since started. I mean, well, you've been acting. I know you had a role on Westworld, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was random and very fun.
Yeah. What was the role?
Oh, I was just playing like a clerk, business receptionist. So basically the man in black, I'm forgetting what his character name is on the show, but he comes in and he's like, where are the robots? And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And then he murders somebody in front of me. And then he just goes on about his business looking for more robots. But I was just a receptionist. It was funny though, because I didn't think I was gonna get it. And I like filmed it Friday and I had to do it on my lunch break at Jim Jeffries show. So like Jim's assistant helped me film it, which was really dope. So we filmed it, submitted it. I was like, that accent was way off. And then they were like, we booked you. And I was like, it's white people casting this because that was an accent from nowhere. And I got the job and I was like, what the like, it was really fun. It was really fun. And like, yeah, I had to like call, I mean, I don't think they care even if they found out, but yeah, I just called out of work with a migraine and then showed up halfway through with like professional makeup and just didn't explain it. I was like, it's fine.
See, that's where like cultural ignorance and racism pays off. Like they can't go in accent, so you don't have to do the best when you can. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congrats on that. And you have something else coming out. You have something. It's called Plan B.
Oh yeah, I didn't act on that. That I was writing in. I mean, technically, there's a picture of me that's an Easter egg, which is really funny. Just like this pharmacist shows a picture of his like horribly nerdy daughter, and that's me. And I have like braids and like a retainer and glasses. Awesome. Yeah, but I ended up writing on that randomly. Like I had a pitch meeting with this production company, or a general meeting. I was trying to make it a pitch meeting. He was like, we don't want your scripts. But they liked me. And then when they were working on this movie, I think they wanted an Indian writer because the main character is like an Indian woman. So he's like, oh yeah. And then called me in, and then I got to do polish and punch up on that script. So it was really fun. It was cool. It's like cool to like see the shit you wrote like in a Hulu movie. It's like, oh wow, that joke made it in, you know? It's
Did it already
weird.
come out, or is it still on its
No,
way out?
it's coming out May 28th.
Awesome. Everybody look out for that, Plan B on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
And you were featured in Forbes. So everybody wants to know, how rich are you?
Not rich at all. I think it was their like under 30 section when I was under 30, and then they were like, but it's not 30 under 30. This is an unlimited under 30 section, so it's a little less prestigious, just to be clear.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was that
to show
something
up.
you could like show mom and be like, that's really, hey, look, check out my Forbes, like, you know,
I don't think I sent it to her. I mean, my mom gets mad because she's like, I find out what you're doing through my friends because they're like, oh, congratulations. And she's like, what the are you talking about? I don't tell her jack because like, I know it's only a matter of time before she disapproves of something where it's like, I didn't get the role, but I was up for some like new Mindy Kaling HBO thing. And they were like, you have to be okay with partial nudity. And I was like, all right, I don't give a But it's like, if I got that role, I would not tell my parents. I would wait. I would let somebody else tell them. I'm like, I'm not saying.
And so you're currently living in LA, and you said you're gonna do a month in New York this year, and I understand you have a dramatic cat. Is that true?
I do. I have very dramatic cats. Actually, there's one right here. She's not gonna like it. Come here. Hi, baby. Oh, here she is. This is Ursula. She was like kick flipping off of the desk. She's like, put me down. Yeah, no, both of my cats are very, very, very dramatic.
You have two dramatic cats. I see.
Mm.
Well, so as a cat, I'm a cat lover too. We have a special game that we're gonna play. Seeing that you're a cat lover. You down to play a game?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody, welcome our resident game host, Julia. Please clap. Hey.
Sorry.
No worries.
My cat is here, Kitten, to help with the game. And it's kind of like Jeopardy, where we ask you questions and you and Sammy will be competing to see who wins. There's no prize except the joy of winning. So
Oh, wow.
these are our categories: cats who have made history, catchphrases, cat burglars and crime, famous cats, and cinema cats. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna do famous cats for 200.
Stand-up comedian and Friday After Next actor.
Oh, I don't know how to play. I'm stupid.
It's like Jeopardy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think we have to buzz in, right? How does that work?
Are we buzzing, or does she get it because she asked?
Oh yeah, maybe we should do the buzzing.
Should we just say meow?
Yeah, you can say meow.
I think we were both going to answer at the same time. I think we both know who it is. Meow.
Who do you think it is?
Cat Williams.
Correct.
All right, so I don't think that one should count because we didn't know how to play the game yet. All right, Sipa, you can go again. Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do famous cats for 300.
Two Broke Girls and Thor.
Meow. Who is Kat Dennings?
Correct.
Yeah!
I'm gonna go with cat burglars and crimes for 500.
Chrysanthemum the cat started her crime life by stealing small items such as socks, but then moved up to identity theft when she stole a what? A, green card, B, wallet, C, passport.
Meow. I'm gonna go with B, wallet.
Whoa.
All right.
Is this a real cat? Who is this cat?
We researched and based it all on real cats.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to go with, I want to know more about these criminal cats. I'm going to do cat burglars and crimes for 200.
True or false? Tinker the cat was caught as an accomplice to the murder of David Guy because DNA tests confirmed cat hair was on the victim.
Meow. Okay, I'm gonna say true. Whoa.
Wow. Whoa. I'm gonna go with cats who have made history for 500.
A polydactyl, a type of cat, was loved by Ernest Hemingway. True or false?
Meow. False. Polydactyl is no cat name, man. Come on.
What is that?
It's
I've never.
The cat with thumbs. And
wait, what?
There's some cats that have like extra digits or thumbs.
No, you can't give cats thumbs. They're chaos monsters.
And
Can you imagine?
Ernest
Turn a
Hemingway-
doorknob.
Ernest Hemingway loved that particular type of cat, and there's a museum of where he used to live with like 60 cats there.
Oh
Damn.
my God. I don't even think Ernest Hemingway committed suicide. Now that I know cats have thumbs, I think one of them shot him.
He was choked. He was definitely choked out by a cat.
I'll do cat phrases for 300.
When you don't know what to say, what do you say? Or what's another way?
Oh, meow. Cat's got your tongue?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know they do negative points in Jeopardy. Oh. All right, I'm gonna do catechism for 500.
Harry Chapin's hit 70s song chronicles the story of a father who doesn't have time to spend with his son.
Meow. Cat's cradle?
Close.
Cat's in the cradle. Oh!
I don't know.
I think we should give it to you.
I don't know. I mean, in the cradle, she was saying it was the cradle. I don't know. Big difference being in the cradle and actually being cradled.
That is no, see, the cat is the cradle. You put the baby on top of the cat.
Oh, Sipa, it's your turn.
No, I think it's. Oh no, it is my turn. Okay, let's do cinema cats for 300.
Sorry, my cat is stepping on the keyboard. This cat has been to space with his owner, Dr. Evil.
Ooh. Meow. I'm gonna say who is this is probably wrong. Mr. Whiskers?
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth!
Oh. Go with Cinema Cats for 500.
This cat hates Monday
Oh.
but loves lasagna.
You don't know?
I'm not.
Meow. Who is Garfield?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, Garfield loves lasagna.
Hates Mondays.
I didn't know he hated Mondays. Everybody hates Mondays. Why is that? Why was that even? Who wrote this game?
It might have been a combination of people.
We're about to have another Ellen situation after this show. All right, you're next.
I'll do cats who have made history for 400.
Was the oldest cat to ever live younger or older than you? Oh.
Ooh. Meow.
How old are you, Sammy?
Oh, I thought you already knew.
No.
So it is dependent on how old.
Yeah, I guess it varies.
Okay, I'm 37 years old.
So do you think it's older or younger than you?
Older.
No.
Oh, yes! Yes.
Holy 38? That's crazy.
Yeah, so if anybody ever
Cats
is like,
live to like 15.
yeah, you're old. I'm like, nah, there was a cat older than me, bruh. Okay, Katacha phrases for 400.
What's another way to say?
Yo, it's raining cats and dogs. Points.
You're up to 300. You still have a chance, I think.
Oh God.
I'll do cat phrases for 200.
Many cats have fallen over 32 stories high and have survived with minimal injuries. Why is this?
Meow. Because cats always land on their feet.
Correct.
Oh, sorry.
That's
It's your.
such a lie, by the way. Cats don't always land on their feet.
They didn't always land on their feet. That's so. Is
I
it
think
your?
it's your turn, Sammy.
Oh, it is,
No, it's
okay.
yours.
I'm gonna go with famous cats for 500.
Known as Yosef Islam.
Yo, Cat Stevens. Happy Eid Mubarak, everybody.
I'll do I'll do famous cats for 400.
Original Hollywood leading lady died in 2003.
Meow.
Katharine Hepburn.
Correct.
Ah!
Do I get points for doing the pun with the name too? Okay. Let's go with Cinema Cats for 400.
Antonio Banderas
Meow.
versus this cat.
Puss in Boots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Cat Burglars and Crimes for 400.
A cat in Brazil was detained in 2013 because it was assisting a burglary, prison break, or murder.
I don't know. What happens if neither of us does anything? Does one of us have to do something?
Yeah, what happens if neither of us?
Maybe we'll have both of you go, and then based on your answer, you win or lose points.
So we have, basically we both have to do it.
I guess B, prison break.
Sammy.
I'm gonna go with burglary. Oh, come on. Come on. He was in Forbes.
That's hilarious.
All right.
I love that Shawshank cat just slowly clawing through the walls.
All right. Your turn, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll do cat phrases for 100.
Being nosy about other people's lives may get you into trouble.
Oh, yeah. Meow. Curiosity killed the cat. I like how it was the easiest one, and we're both like dribble.
I know. No, I was just gonna say it's like write your name for the SATs and then spelling it wrong.
I'm gonna go with cats who made history for 300.
Featured on the Rachel Maddow show, Limberbutt McCubbins ran for what political position in 2016?
Wow, I can't believe I don't know this. Limberbutt McCubbins? Was that real? No way.
Meow. I'm gonna say Meow. Oh, come on. Come on. A cat's not fit to be president.
I'll do famous cats for 100.
Schitt's Creek, SC.
Bingo. That's right. And throw some FYDDs into the chat to really drive it home. Or
Oh, is that?
Yep.
I know the lady. Oh, she's she plays Moira. What's the is her name? Oh my god. That's gonna drive me insane. Oh, I saw it in the chat. I don't think I can but yeah, that's it.
He's in the chat. It wouldn't be fair if either of us answered.
I know. I was like, but yeah, it is Catherine O'Hara. I was like, oh, what's her name? Okay. She's a legend. Thank you for saving us from that, because we would have just sat there like, Catherine Johnson?
Whose turn is it?
Your turn.
Cat burglars and crimes for 300.
If you die at home alone, what organ does your cat feast on first?
Oh, come on.
Ew. Probably Meow. I'll just guess. I think your eyes.
Your eyeballs, but
Oh,
only after it
my
eats
God.
your lips and eyelids first.
Ugh. No vomit. That's so gross.
All right. Well, I've already lost.
We can declare a winner.
Who is it?
Cuba.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Congratulations to our champion, everybody. Suba for killing it with the cat. And again, the prize is just the joy of winning, right? So go ahead and bask in it. Yeah, so Suba, where can we find you or, check you out?
I'm on Instagram at SUBHAHA. I'm also on Twitter, just my first name at Suba, SUBHAH.
Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And everybody, check her out on Instagram. And just remember, this too shall pass. So thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you in another parking lot real soon. All right. See you later, Soba. Give it up for Soba, everybody. We have an amazing musical guest for you today. She was actually scheduled to perform for us a few weeks ago, and she got some kind of injury. I don't want to tell the story for her, but she's here today, fully functional, ready to rock it out. Everybody get up for Abby Posner!
All right, what's up? Yes, I actually ended up smashing my finger in a door, and no one told me that when you smash your finger in a door, it will never be the same ever again. This is like 2 months.
Wow.
Of that happened. I mean, I can play now, but I wasn't able to play guitar for like a month. So, hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm the musical guest. I'm here to make you either cry with my sad folk songs or dance around. I think I'll make you guys dance, so I'm going to get some reverb on my voice. Are you guys good? You guys partying? Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo!
Yes. you.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right. I'm gonna clap for myself, just because everyone said to clap for yourself. So now maybe I'll make you guys cry. I like to go up and then go super down. That's what I like to do, just like drop you right down there. This is a song I wrote during the pandemic about feeling down. I'm sure we all had those days when we woke up just in a real hell of a funk, because it was a year, right? It was a year. And this was a song I wrote just about kind of allowing myself to feel and accepting it and kind of having a cup of tea with it. Maybe you guys can relate. It's called Low, Low, Low.
Don't feel right today. Something in my head's got me going. Well, I don't wanna get high anyway. Been living in the clouds for too long, when life as we know is on hold, and all that we have is time. Low, 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 low is feeling mighty fine. Well, I don't wanna get right with God, 'cause I don't even know who that is. Please don't make me write another song. I just wanna feel like this, wrapped in the quiet alone, with days stretching by so long. And low, 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 low is where I belong. Let the ocean pull me in. Let the ground crack wide open. Let the world hit the brakes and watch it all end. Let the world hit the brakes and start over again. I don't feel right today. Something in my head's got me going. I don't feel right today. Been living in the clouds, living in the clouds, living in the clouds.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Sammy and KO Comedy, for having me. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. One more hand for Abby Posner, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Check her out on the socials. We can put those in the chat as well. What a show, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today. I'm now on this side of the screen and planning on staying here. I really just don't feel like centering myself. Okay, no, I'll just do it. No, I'm sorry, the chair. This is about as far as I'm going to go, folks. I'm not going to go any further into the middle of the screen. We've had a fantastic show. We appreciate all of you joining. One more hand for our guests, everybody. Subha and Abby and Nico, our warm-up act. And thank you so much. And everybody just continue to stay in the Zoom and, drink and smoke and, whatever recreational or non-recreational drugs that you do. Or non-drugs or lack of drugs. Or if you have something against drugs, let us know. Speak out. Speak out against drugs while other people do them. Let's do that. Let's cue that music. Founder of the Setup Comedy Enterprise, still living at home with the family.
Yeah, well, actually, my parents are dead, so I'm kind of a sore subject.
All right. Well, my team didn't include that in the question. I'm sorry about that. So.
Oh, it's recent. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to So Happy Hour! And now, your host, Silly Obey!
Thank you so much for being here to the So Happy Hour. Make some noise one more time. Let us hear you. Yay! The Oscars were last week. Did anybody watch the Oscars?
Yeah.
At the Oscars, Anthony Hopkins took home the Oscar for Best Actor, beating out the late Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. Yep, exactly. The Black Panther got snubbed to the White Saber Cat. Gwyneth Paltrow was seen at the Met Gala wearing no pants. One spectator was reported saying, "I smell candles." Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California. This is actually the first time Jenner has ran since the 1976 Olympics. Speaking of politics, Arizona is officially doing a recount of the presidential election. This late. Can you believe it? And turns out the winner is Bob Dole, 1996. The remake of Mortal Kombat has been met with mixed reviews. Yes, some moviegoers have given it 1 ninja star, while others Sub-Zero. All right, that's what I thought. Speaking of fights, the UFC held their first full capacity fight this weekend, where 15,000 plus fans came with no masks. That sounds like a bad decision. That sounds like such a bad decision it could only have been made by a UFC referee. The CDC says that vaccinated people no longer need to wear masks outside. They didn't say anything about being inside with no pants. Huh? You're not alone, Gwyneth. So, construction of a Canadian oil pipeline was halted after the discovery of a hummingbird nest in the area. Aww. When asked, the hummingbird said, "Actually, we're Native American." And then the pipeline resumed construction. After years of development, a tech company in Spain has created a robot that can cook with no human assistance. Yeah, let me guess, toaster? Speaking of useless robots, Elon Musk. No, he's not useless. He's doing some things. Elon Musk says that Mars is for explorers who will probably die. Meanwhile, Earth is for homebodies that will certainly die. Take that, Mr. Musk. Listen, we agree that the Oscars was a huge flop this week. And in lieu of the Oscars, and not because our show got snubbed as well, the So Happy Hour the So Happy Hour is hosting our own Oscars. And you all are quite underdressed, but we will still proceed. So everybody, welcome to the K-Oscars. Okay, get it, the K-Oscars, whichever way it sounds better. We've made a lot of new hires this year, but nobody higher than Ruben. Am I right? Am I right? Paula's iPad looks very confused. Ruben is one of our regulars, and he's always stoned out of his brain. Dr. Brenda is in the house. And judging by the size of that wine glass, she ain't leaving. All right, so everybody, welcome to the K-Oscars.
Usually we, obviously designate the somebody else to do the award, but we're a little bit understaffed. So I will be reading the awards. The first one is award for best audience reaction. Best audience reaction. We have Aaron with his inaudible laugh, lean, and clap. He does the laugh, lean, and clap, the LLC. For those of you the regulars, you know what I'm talking about. Jin Lee with the smirking Stonewall. Okay. And then Ruben with the torch lighting bong. All right. Again, Ruben is normally here. He's not here for whatever reason. All right. So, and the winner is. It's that one couple who started having sex during my set on February 25th. And the next award goes to Best New CDC Mask Rule. All right. So first is no masks for fully vaccinated outdoors. Or will it be okay to attend events if fully vaccinated? Or indoor dining for the fully vaccinated? And the winner is Gagging Tucker Carlson. Great. And then finally, the award we've all been waiting for, okay? The Best So Happy Hour Game Show Host. Okay? Is it Keith Oliver? Is it Little Catamaran? Is it Keith Oliver in a British accent? And the winner is, Anthony Hopkins. All right. I have something else written here in the script. Am I missing something?
No, I'm disappointed that I did not win. And that's, but I understand Anthony Hopkins, and I understand I'm not even doing a game tonight. So
honestly, didn't even write that. I think it was the writers, man. Are you gonna be okay, man?
Don't worry about it, Sam.
All right. Okay. All right. Give it up for Keith, everybody. Let's go ahead and welcome our guest today. This next comedian, amazing guy, worked with him for many years. He's the founder of the Setup Comedy Enterprise. And you can catch him on all social media. Everybody welcome Mr. Richard Sarvate.
Hello. What's up, everyone?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. Wow, you put a lot of production into this show, man.
Thanks so much. I like how one of our audience members couldn't tell if you were being sarcastic or not.
I feel like you spent at least $5 to get that snoring sound effect. I think you went to Pond 5 and downloaded it.
Yeah, they didn't have any snoring on the free sites for sure. Just sleep talking. That's all they had.
Well, you want to make sure you get that 128-bit wave file. So
exactly. So speaking of production value, look at you you got great headphones. They're not falling out of your ears.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for noticing. I got my red curtain, but it is if you want to peek behind the curtain, my mattress is on the floor. So
Could you show us? Could you show us a little bit?
No, that's it. Yeah, see my mattress.
The mattress is on the floor.
Yeah,
we're looking through a mirror, right?
Yeah, that's actually a mirror. So
is in front of you, yeah. Because that would be more interesting if your your room was behind you and you were doing this in your hallway, like for whoever else lived in your.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my mom and father are over here. I call them my mom and my father.
Yeah. Founder of the Setup Comedy Enterprise, still living at home with the family.
Yeah, well, actually, my parents are dead, so kind of a sore subject.
All right. Well, my team didn't include that in the question. I'm sorry about that. So.
Oh, it's recent. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It happened 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Thanks for still showing up, man. You look as about as okay as Keith did a few minutes ago.
Yeah, actually, okay. Here's my impression of Keith right now. That's all.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, dude,
I know
thank you
you're
for
busy.
having me.
Of course. You're in LA, right?
I am in LA. Aren't you in LA?
Not at the moment. I will be in about 24 hours. I'm going to start walking right after the show.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I love the dedication. You're like, but first a talk show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like to be in my head about everything that went wrong on that 24-hour walk.
Oh yeah, I definitely need 24 hours after a bomb, you know? I'm just like that was weird when I said that thing about Chinese people, you know?
For a moment I thought, like, did I say something about Chinese people in that? Okay. Oh no, he's talking about his okay. He said something. All right, it's fine. Wasn't me this time.
That's the problem when you think like a racist joke is going to work and then it doesn't, and you're like, oh wow, that takes like a solid day to get over.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I think it makes it hard that, you know, you and I were both like ethnically ambiguous brown dudes, so we can get away with a little more racial humor,
yes,
which makes us be a little more risky when we do it, and then it can go horribly wrong when people realize that you're just a human being and you shouldn't be doing it anyways.
I know. Dude, one time I was doing a college show and 5 minutes into a college show, a black kid walked in late and I just looked at him and said, typical. And
oh no.
And I had 55 minutes to go after that. So
Oh no.
but people actually confuse you and me for some reason.
Yeah. My mom.
I've been
It's
getting
like,
a lot of
Richard.
calls from your mother. Yeah.
Yeah, people have.
Fremont.
Are you from Fremont?
Yeah. I lived in Fremont. Yeah, I grew up in Fremont. Yeah.
You know, I don't think we've ever talked about this before.
Well, let's hash it out, dude.
Yeah, I guess that one. My script says, I don't think you've ever told me you're from Fremont, Richard.
Oh my God, that's crazy that we didn't prepare a 10-minute segment on this.
What? I didn't know. Okay, so when did you live in Fremont? How old were you?
From 94 to 2002.
Dude, I was around and I was selling weed, man. We could have connected.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're like an intellectual pothead, right? That's like your thing.
I'm more of a pothead intellectual.
Gotcha. Pothead first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I started smoking when I was 13, and I maintained a 4.20 GPA the whole way through.
Wow, just way to flex on everyone right now.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a pot joke in there with a factor of 10, but I guess nobody really cared.
With Sammy's jokes, you have to break them apart like a. You have to be like, okay, were there layers? Was there satire?
Yeah, you have to go to the chat and put 4.20 times 10 equals 420.
Times 100.
I tapped out in math. I actually tried to do a math major in college, but during partial derivatives, I just tapped out. I was like, we were talking about how to calculate the heat at different points in a rotisserie chicken. And I was like, I can't, I need something practical. Like, I don't know how to make money by calculating heat in a rotisserie chicken, you know?
I mean, you ended up doing, what did you end up majoring in?
Computer science.
Okay, so then how is that useful?
How is computer science useful? Yeah, I was a computer engineer for 10 years. And then
really?
And then, you know, naturally decided to go into stand-up comedy.
So what did you do as an engineer? Like what was your daily routine in the workplace?
I used to work at Yahoo. I used to work on Yahoo Mail. Yeah, that's usually the reaction that I get. Yeah, it's like, it should be impressive that I worked on probably one of the largest email, services in the world, but people are just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like anytime I tell someone I work on Yahoo Mail, they always say like, I remember Yahoo Mail.
I actually still have a Yahoo Mail account. I just don't use it anymore. But some people do send me messages there, and I check it once a year.
Oh, great! Yeah, you're using my.
It is yeah, it's a life hack to be able to ignore people for a long amount of time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you sent it to my Yahoo? No.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people used to tell me like, oh yeah, no, I use my Yahoo email for spam. I'm like, okay. Wow, my life is spam. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that was like a weird time because Yahoo is like so disrespected, you know, like, I remember like in 2013 when in San Francisco, they were protesting the Google shuttles because they were like, oh, these shuttles are taking people from San Francisco to Mountain View, and these rich techies, they just want to live in the city but work somewhere else. And everyone was so mad, but like I was in my Yahoo shuttle just going by totally unnoticed.
When you left, just tell me when to go and tell me when to stop for each question, actually.
I'll just say, yeah, now you can talk at the end of everything.
Do you have a green light? Do you have a green light? All right.
I will.
So when you left Yahoo, were you already doing stand-up?
Yeah, I overlapped. I started stand-up in 2011, and then I actually quit Yahoo in 2016. So yeah, it was like 5 years of doing stand-up and engineering.
I always like to know when people like they leave like a good stable job, like what was that moment? Like what gig went so well that you were like, yeah, fuck this tech money.
Oh man, no, it wasn't a gig going well. It was my job going so bad. Like,
oh
yeah, like literally in my last performance review, my coworker wrote about me. It was like feedback about Richard. It said, Richard oftentimes looks lost in conversation. I was like, oh, thanks for the feedback. Like, wow, I'll work on that. And then I would get into like random fights with my coworkers. Like one time at lunch, I wanted to sit in the sun and they just wanted to stay at the table we were at. And so I went, and I was like, let's go sit in the sun. And so I went to go sit in the sun and nobody came with me.
Oh,
yeah, totally. And I got so mad. I went back to that table and I said, you guys are just fucking like, I don't know. I was like, because my boss was sitting at that table and my boss didn't move. And so I was like, you guys are just like looking at who's the boss and you're just following that because you're just an automaton in a factory. And then I quit after that, actually.
Oh man. And were you lost after that in conversation?
Well, no, I mean, if this is any indication, I can concentrate great now.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So it sounds like you left and you never even really thought twice about like, should I have done that or not?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I left a lot of money on the table, but you know, no, I never really thought, because dude, it was so bad. Like I remember I would I was doing a project at Yahoo, and then I was working so little that my boss would slowly put other people on the project with me just to like actually get it done. And then by the end of the quarter, everybody else had just done my work for me. And I just was like, I'm a sham, you know, and I just couldn't live with that guilt anymore. So,
well, now here you are, guilt-free, yeah? Guilt-free comedy?
Yeah, no, I haven't done anything today that I should feel guilty for.
So you started comedy in 2011, you quit your job in 2016, and then you founded The Setup, which, you know, let me just tell the audience here who has never attended The Setup show, one of the best run shows, first of all, started in San Francisco, but now you also expanded to LA, you did an online thing, but the original brick and mortar, you could say, is San Francisco, and it's an amazing room, like such a fun place to tape shows and stuff. And when did you start all that?
Yeah, it's in the Tenderloin, which is the worst neighborhood in San Francisco, the most dangerous. Like it's got literally you walk over heroin needles to get to the venue. And We started that in 2015, February 2015.
Wow.
But it's like, I don't know why I threw in the thing about the heroin needles, but it's like,
Yeah, Richard, this is a heroin addict crowd, so you kind of, I think you may have like lost this a little bit there. Everybody's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the needles and not go to the show, bro.
Well, the good thing about San Francisco is that you can get clean needles anytime you need to.
There you go.
Everyone nodded so like knowingly.
We all know the life hacks of clean needles, Richard. This is again, we're all in rehab here. But yeah, yeah. So it's in the Tenderloin, and it's an amazing room. And you know, you since moved to LA. When did you move to LA? What motivated that move?
Yeah, I moved in 2017. I just wanted to see what was up. You know, it's like I just change cities once every 10 years because I don't know. That's like, you know what I mean? Like if you do the same thing every day, your life is actually getting shorter. Yeah, like time goes faster if you do the same thing every day. So I was like, whoa. Like one day I just woke up and I was like, whoa, like 4 years went by. And then I was like, oh, I got to like leave San Francisco just so I can see like a new coffee shop, you know?
That's actually funny because last year in 2020, we did a sketch together at the beginning of the year, like when things were still normal. And we had Richard for like a short scene in the beginning, and he had like wait around while we had to shoot some things first, and then he disappeared from set. And and I was texting him like, "Where the f- are you? You're like we need you right now." And then he shows up like 20 minutes later with a cup of coffee and like a bag of like baked goods. He's like, "Oh, I went to a coffee shop. I love coffee shops." And then he's like, "Want a scone?"
Yeah, I've definitely gotten very zen. I'm just like, you know, what do I feel right now? Like I would love a coffee and a scone. And I think Sammy would respect that.
He didn't like our craft services. We just, I think we just had
there being any craft services.
No, there was no craft services. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But since then, you know, with the pandemic, you've made a lot of content. Your TikTok blew up last year.
Yeah.
How
crazy.
many followers do you have on TikTok now?
I have like
If you don't mind me
1.5
asking.
million followers right now for some reason.
1.5 million.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
How many of them are here?
Let's see. I think, yeah, I think iPhone maybe is from TikTok.
I brought Dr. Brenda. I brought Kara. So I guess the rest are you.
Yeah, I'll take credit for that. Like all my fans on TikTok are 7 years old, so I don't know if I don't know if 7-year-olds have access to Zoom, and
They're not allowed to go on Zoom at this hour.
No, yeah, I think they're all asleep. But you know, it is actually interesting having fans on TikTok because TikTok fans are just people that have short attention spans, right? And so they don't necessarily translate to like anything longer than a minute.
True. Well, they can't. Yeah, I guess they can't. They have no choice.
Yeah, no, like literally, if we made this podcast into a TikTok, this would be like, we probably have recorded 100 TikToks so far.
Well, that's what we do. We chop all of these. We put them up on TikTok. So,
dude, that's a lot of content.
A lot of content. So that's awesome, man. And I know that one of your most popular productions was Night of the Living Karens.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it, amazing series. And all, I mean, each of these were 1 minute flat or shorter.
Yeah.
And it's a story. And I believe you played not only yourself, but you also played Karen in this one.
I did. Yeah. So basically, I'm myself, but I get into a fight with a Karen and then she bites me and I get the Karen infection and I start slowly transforming into a Karen. And yeah, it's like, and the virus, it spells out the word Karen on my arm. And the more letters that show up, the closer I am to being a Karen. So no, it was great. You know, like I got to wear a blonde wig and I got to just yell at people in a parking lot, which, you know, is very cathartic.
It's a hilarious season. Everybody should series. Everybody should check it out. It's on your Instagram too.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to play some games. Speaking of Karens, you down to play some games, Richard?
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm a playful guy.
All right. Well, let's bring on our game host today. I guess Keith's not doing it today. Okay, let's bring on Jeremiah.
Well, hello, Richard. How are you?
Hey.
What's up, Jeremiah?
Hello, hello. Any regrets yet about this?
Regrets? Yeah, I regret that I didn't do this sooner.
All right. Well, let's make some more. So this is Karen Choose Your Own Adventure. So it's going to be a Choose Your Own Adventure with a little bit of improv. So in the scenarios, I will point to you every now and then for you to finish off the line as Karen. So in this scenario, you are full-blown infected Karen.
Okay.
The last stage. All right. So here's our scenario.
Stage 4, Karen.
Stage 4, Karen. Yeah, there's no
stage 6. Whatever. I'll shut up.
Oh, go ahead. It's your show. I'm just a guest here.
No, Richard said shut up.
Oh, I thought I heard it. All right. So Karen, you and your BFF Kelly and Crystal are at the newest brunch restaurant, Barf. We are currently enjoying your 7th mimosa. The hostess has told you the wait's going to be 30 minutes. You check your watch, it's been 32 minutes. Do you ask for a manager or do you call the police?
Oh, I'm full right now? Yeah, no, I just walk into the kitchen and start yelling.
Okay. I'm going to take that as ask for a manager.
Okay, yeah. Oh, we only pick one of the two. Okay, got it.
I haven't branched for that yet. I can't write that fast. This took me a month.
Sorry, I didn't understand the rules of the game, and that was my issue.
No, that's my issue because I'm the host. Actually, that was my fault. I'll take responsibility for that.
Wow, I love how empathetic you are.
I am. Only for the show. After this, I'm a monster. Okay, so would you like to ask for a manager or would you like to call the police?
I would love to ask for the manager.
Excellent.
This is egregious, yeah.
You storm up to the manager and you read his name tag, Caesar.
Ugh.
You begin speaking to him in beginner Spanish that you learned from high school.
I didn't realize this was a talk show where I get canceled immediately. It says recording on my screen right here.
That's for the blackmail. The manager rolls his eyes, and in perfect English, he tells you that the table just opened up. Now you and Karen are sitting at the table, and before you even order, Crystal notices a woman is breastfeeding her newborn baby only 8 tables away. You are immediately outraged. You lean into the table like you're going to whisper to your friends, and you shout to them,
"Get those titties back in your shirt."
And that's when you and that is when you realize that you are the only one who can correct this gross injustice. Do you A, confront the mother, or B, call the police?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think this has gone above and beyond just speaking to the person. We're gonna need authority here. Let's call the police.
Excellent. So you demand that Surrey connect you to the authorities immediately. You make sure to yell into the phone loud enough for the mother to hear as you make your police report, which you say to the police.
There is a woman with a large pointed object attacking everybody in the restaurant.
The mother and her elderly grandparents are mortified. They throw down some money and they leave the restaurant. Phew, that was close. You order another round of mimosas from someone else's waiter to celebrate.
Hell yeah.
Back at the table, you and the girls can finish your meal. You guys polish off the last 2 pitchers of mimosas, which was your lunch, and you stumble over to the busboy to ask for a check. Now the bill is $79.50, and you give them a $100 bill, but only get $20 back. You were shorted 50 cents. This is an outrage. You stand up and you scream.
This is America. I want my tax dollars.
The manager is fed up. He walks over and he asks you to leave right now. But you just paid. That's stealing. You tell the manager,
I own you. I own this establishment and I own this land. You don't tell me what to do.
okay, the manager reaches for your arm to drag you off. Oh no, you're being attacked. You pull out your Dior designer bear mace and you spray him in the face. But you actually miss and you hit the candle on the table, lighting your Lululemon yoga pants on fire. As you scream, you yell out,
Is someone smoking marijuana in here?
and those are your last words. Now, every Sunday, Barf does a bottomless mimosa to celebrate your death. Some say that when a customer is charged extra for guacamole, they can still hear you whispering.
God, those are Mexicans.
That is it. Thank you so much, Richard.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Jeremiah. Choose your own adventure. Hope that maybe inspires the second season of Night of Living Karens.
Yeah, I feel like we just wrote a whole movie. Yeah.
It was all improv.
Yeah, I didn't realize that guacamole was so un-American until just now. I love guacamole.
All right, we're going to play one more game. This is hosted by our resident game show host, Katie.
I'm sorry, I'm no Keith. I guess he's really upset about it still, so I'll hear about it next time we have a meeting. I'll be muted very quickly. Classic white woman silenced. Just kidding. Okay, so we are going to play another game, and this one is called Real Hack or Real Whack. I was told to do this. So Richard, I hear that you were once a computer programmer.
Mm-hmm.
What programming language would you consider as like maybe the one that you're most familiar with?
Java.
Java. Okay. So that's what I would have guessed, Java or C++. We have some other ones that we have researched thoroughly as writers. We're very, very computer savvy. And some of them are real and some of them are not real. And I'm going to give you some descriptions of them. And I want you to just take a guess whether you say it's a real hack or real whack. So real hack is they're real and real whack is they're fake.
Got
And
it. Thank you for the translation.
yes, I just wanted to make sure we understood that because I didn't understand it. It was a little too confusing for my brain. So I just needed to make sure.
I
everyone
love
understood.
clarity of articulation.
Yeah, exactly. So our first one is just chicken. Okay. The only word that you use to program is the word chicken. So everything is chicken, 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 chicken. Is it real hack or real whack?
This should be a real language, but I mean, I'm going to go with real whack.
Ooh, yeah, it's real. It's a real hack.
Wow. This is why I'm a stand-up comedian now and not a programmer.
I don't blame you. I don't understand.
Yeah, you look
anything
a little
happening.
lost right now, Richard.
Chicken? What's chicken?
Yeah, the temperature of a rotisserie chicken, Richard, might be useful after all, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of chicken, what kind of chicken do you like? Like dark meat, white meat, a little bit of both? Are you vegetarian?
Yeah. No, I hate dark meat.
Okay. Well, then you're not gonna like you're not gonna like this next one.
I was trying to sound racist. No, I usually go for a mixture.
Okay, good. Because this next one is called dark taint.
Okay.
Speaking of dark meat, it's identical to JavaScript, which is something you're very familiar with.
Mhm.
But the semicolons are replaced with an asterisk because it looks like a cute little butthole.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually a semicolon is used to end the line, and it's usually like stop here. So I think an is a perfect metaphor for stop here.
Do you think it's a real hack or real whack?
I think it's, well, this could be a real language, like you could program that, but I'm going to say it probably isn't real. But I don't know. Some programmers are like, they have like a dumb sense of humor. So maybe a real hack.
Real hack.
Yeah.
What's the answer? It's
Oof.
not real.
Oof.
Not real.
But that X does look a little bit like a butthole.
It does. Like not as cute as an asterisk, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
The next one is Trump script. So is this a hack or real whack? So instead of true or false, it uses keywords that are like facts or lies. So things that Trump may have said or phrases of Trump, our favorite person, right?
I think this is probably one of the best programming languages, if not the greatest. I say this is a real hack.
You would be correct.
Yes.
Yes.
1 out of 3. If this was baseball, I would be killing.
It's true. It's true. And if you were Trump, you'd still be killing.
Is this a liberal talk show or?
I don't know what you're talking about. We were praising Karen on the last one. That was all true.
Yeah, I just came off of Ben Shapiro. I don't know what the.
All right. So our next one is Malbolge. Malbolge. I had to pronounce that one a couple times. It's named after the 8th circle of hell. And this code satanically alters itself as you write it. So as you're writing, it's correcting itself. So you're going straight to hell.
Wait, as you're writing, it's correcting itself?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of this, but I think it would be weird for you guys to have like tried to have come up with this. It's like, let's come up with a fake language that sounds kind of real. I don't know if you would have come on Malbolge. So I'm going to say this is a real whack.
That would be
God
correct.
Damn it.
Real. It's real. Yeah, we're not that smart. We wouldn't be able to come up with something like that. The next one though, watch out. This one might stump you. It's called Hitler++.
Choose wisely here, Richard. Don't fuck this one up. This one's going on TikTok for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So we don't want to screw this one up at all.
It's being live streamed to Twitch right now. Everybody's watching. My answer here determines the future of civilization. Well, plus plus in programming means +1. It just increments the counter one time.
Yeah,
Right.
so there's just more Hitlers, infinite Hitlers in this situation.
I'll give you a hint. It was used to program Parlor.
Mhm. It was updated, and its original name was Calculator, spelled with a K. This language was actually invented by Hitler. It doesn't actually work.
Wait, so okay. This seems real. I would say this is a real hack.
It's whack. It's not real.
I bet Stalin ++ is a real language.
That's what I was trying to pitch. I was like, Stalin, that's totally
Maybe I was
believable.
mixing it up with Stalin ++ and
Yeah.
And Pol Pot ++.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Well, speaking to the last one, so Hitler was a real dick. So the last one here is penal code.
You guys love puns.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this seems like something Sammy made up. So I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, take a guess. Take a guess.
Yeah, no,
Just use
well,
penis over and over again.
I mean,
Penis,
this,
penis, penis.
if this isn't Sammy's joke already, he should just put this in his head because this is like this is exactly his comedy. So I'm gonna go with real hack on this.
Real hack?
It's
This is
real
not a
whack.
re- Oh,
It's
sorry,
not
real
real.
whack. I meant
Real
yeah,
whack.
I meant
He meant Sammy the comedian. Real hack.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Meanwhile, Sammy's like back there, like trying to make this actually happen. No, it's not real. You're right.
Yeah, and I didn't write it. One of our writers did, but it is going into my act because I am a real hack. Yeah.
It
Oh,
pushed
yeah,
really
totally.
hard for this one.
Yeah. No, I can see Sammy doing this tomorrow. He's like, have you heard about that new programming language that helps you program your dick? It's called the penal code. You know, it's gonna be like
Yes, yes. As long as I can be in the front row of the audience and you can just scream penis, penis, penis over and over again, I'm all for it. Sammy, go for it.
No, the joke is going to be more something like, you guys know you're not supposed to whip it out in public? Yeah, it's a penal code. Come on, everybody. Come on.
Wow, this sounds like a Me Too waiting to happen. Great.
Yeah.
This is like the most offensive talk show ever.
I'm telling you, man. You thought you were coming to a safe space. You were wrong, man.
Yeah, I thought this was Sammy. I thought I was like, oh yeah, like clean, fun comedy for children. And we've talked about Hitler. We've talked about penises, and mostly that.
All topics.
Well, thank you, Katie. That was it, right? That was the end of the game.
That was the last one.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Katie. Give it up for Katie, everybody. Richard, that was fantastic. That was so much fun. You did, I think, miss everyone in that game, but that just goes to show you made the right choice in being a comedian.
Yes. What? Ask me questions about stand-up. Oof, I'll get at least 2 out of 4. I mean,
Carlos Mencia, real hack.
I mean, he's like a good
Richard,
amalgamator. Yeah, sorry.
You're right, exactly. Thank you so much for joining. Where can people find you? I mean, we've already put your stuff in the chat, but anything else you want to plug coming up we should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, my podcast is really fun. It's called Assembled Correctly. If you want to listen and hear stuff.
Sweet.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me. This is fun. This is very like I feel present. You know, it's so different from stand up where I'm just like, these are my jokes. My name's Richard. Here's a joke.
Right. On my end, everything I did today was scripted, but I'm so glad that you improv through it all.
I felt like a real human being. That's crazy. I was like, oh, you have to like think and then say something based on what you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna show this to all your sorry, I said Google, Yahoo coworkers, just to show them you are not lost in conversation, my friend.
Dude, finally, some retribution.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it all, man. Again, thank you for stopping by. Everybody check out Richard's podcast and Richard Sarvate on all social media. Let's give a hand for Richard. Thanks so much for joining, my man. We will see you very soon, sir. Have a great rest of your evening behind that curtain.
Yeah,
behind the iron curtain.
See you all. Bye.
Can you exit? Yeah, thank you. He just walks right into the mirror. All right. Well, coming up next, we have an amazing musical act. They are coming all the way from Minnesota. Everybody, please give a nice, warm welcome and clap it up for Corsair!
I'm going to play a song called Relinquish. The song is about pirates, and it's going to get loud and heavy, so hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, give it up for Corsair. That was amazing. That was awesome. Really, really sounded really, really, really good. Really, really good. It's hard, you know, it's hard to get a good quality sound for these musical sets, and you guys really nailed it. So thank you so much. All right, everybody. Did we have a good time today? Make some noise. Thanks so much for joining us on the So Happy Hour. And we actually have an update on the KO Oscars. There was a recount, and the winner of the game show host is we gave it to Chadwick Boseman. We gave it to Chadwick Boseman. But we'll come back next time. I'm just kidding. It's for Keith, everybody. Give it up for our resident game show host and executive producer, Keith. He's been crying the whole show, everybody.
Yes, that's why my phone was off. I was.
He normally has the camera on.
Thank you all so much. Love hosting the game. Amy, it's been an honor, and I will see you all again. Thank you.
We'll see you all next time. Thanks so much. One more hand for everybody tonight. Our guest, Richard Servarte, Corsair, and the amazing KO writing staff, executive producer Keith. Thank you so much for attending the So Happy Hour. We love you all. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more awesome guests. We'll see you soon.
Woo!